Felwinter's Lie is one of the most legendary, menacing shotguns in all of Destiny history because of the history it had in Destiny 1 with a perk called Shot Package. And well, today Felwinter's Lie makes its way back into Destiny 2, and it brings back Shot Package, well, sort of. For all intents and purposes, Felwinter's Lie is pretty much, you could argue of course, rifled barrel instead of full choke, but pretty much a perfectly rolled aggressive shotgun with nearly every single thing you'd want on an aggressive shotgun, except this is available to all players as a result of the community quest, the lie being completed, and of course the quest being fixed so we can obtain the weapon now. The Felwinter's Lie has full choke, accurized rounds, a choice of slide shot or quick draw, and then a choice of opening shot or Vorpal weapon, being the first aggressive shotgun in the game to have Vorpal weapon available on it. As I mentioned though, it does bring back Shot Package, this time as an intrinsic perk to the weapon that mentions it's still an aggressive frame shotgun, but it's modified to have a more uniform pellet spread. In Destiny 1, the ever menacing and remembered Shot Package perk was actually different from the Shot Package perk intrinsic on the Felwinter's Lie in Destiny 2. In Destiny 1, it was basically a really extreme version of full choke, something that tightened your spread except more than full choke did, and as far as I know, Destiny 1's Shot Package still allowed you to get precision damage, which full choke takes away as a trade-off for a bit more consistency. That being said, Felwinter's Lie Shot Package in Destiny 2 is still very good. As many people know, shotgun pellet spreads are RNG. They are random. There's going to be times where you get the perfect pellet spread while you have very good aim, and you can absolutely map a target and get a max range one-hit kill. But on the flip side, you can be within your average kill range and you could still have good aim, of course, but not get the kill because you get an unfavorable pellet spread. Felwinter's Lie with its new Shot Package perk basically solves this because it gives you a very consistent pellet spread, as we can see, compared to other shotguns. On numerous occasions, Felwinter's Lie always seems to have a very consistent shape of its pellet spread, and in my experience while testing this and trying it out, it seems as though as long as you're lining up the end of your barrel on the shotgun with the kneecaps of your target, you're going to be landing the vast majority of your pellet spread and usually getting some pretty long range one hit kills. Now the base stats of Felwinter's Lie are actually slightly lower than that of the Mindbenders, having 6 less range, 36 versus 42, and even lower aim assist, 33 versus 39. And yes, aim assist does matter. This increases the chance, of course, of your pellets landing as well. And of course, as I mentioned, the Felwinter can't roll with a rifled barrel, which limits you from being able to get precision damage to get those really far range mapping kills sometimes. I don't think people are really going to care about this because, again, the consistency of Felwinter is just that much higher than the Mindbender. Although I'd love to dive into this consistency versus potential debate between Mindbenders and Felwinters a little bit more in the future, I want to say right now that Felwinters is going to be the choice of players because people value consistency, and this removes RNG, which is great. That's amazing. Let's start talking about one-hit kill range though, and see how Shot Package and the consistency of Felwinter actually affects its one-hit kill range. In my previous test, personally, I found that lightweight shotguns had a range of 7 to sometimes 7.5 meters. Aggressive shotguns had a range of either 7.5 to ultimately 8.5 meters, a little bit in that range, and it fluctuates between that. Again, because of pellet RNG. And I measured this originally against For Resilience and using heavy ammo as a measurement, not DARCI. As a result of this, I once again tested Felwinters against For Resilience and using heavy ammo most of the time whenever possible. Without any range boost, without opening shot or slide shot, just the pure potential consistency of Shot Package, Felwinter's Lie seem to get an 8-meter kill very regularly, as long as, again, your aim was good, aiming at about the kneecaps with the end of your barrel, lining it up with that. It usually got an 8-meter kill and occasionally would hit an 8.5 meter kill. If it didn't hit that, it usually only missed 1 or 2 pellets. With opening shot active, however, it was able to get an 8.5 meter kill more regularly and occasionally sometimes a 9 meter kill. Again, same scenario where if you didn't hit the 8.5 meter kill, you're usually only missing 1 or 2 pellets from the 9mm, which is again very consistent. With Slideshot and Opening Shot, I had to measure using DARCI, so there might be a little bit of disparity between the heavy box measurement and DARCI. I apologize for that, but I had to find a place where I could properly measure Slideshot. Using DARCI to measure what it read as 9.5 meters and just Slideshot, testing at a bit more of an exaggerated range just to see the pellet damage, Slideshot, when active, hit a mix of 19 and 20 damage pellets. Opening Shot, with the same criteria, did a mix of 21 and 22 damage pellets. Together, when both perks were active, would do a mix of 22 and 23 damage pellets at 9.5 meters, according to DARCI. So yes, these two perks definitely stack and have an effect, although a slight one. When these perks were used together, I didn't really see a big difference from just using Opening Shot. I did get very consistent 8.5 meter kills, but in the defense of this perk combination, it still makes a difference because I was getting 9-meter kills, those further potential kills, more frequently than I was with just Opening Shot. And I would consistently just be 1 pellet away from even 9.5-meter kills, again according to DARCI. Considering Felwinter's Lie is the first aggressive shotgun to have Vorpal weapon available, I thought we should take a pretty deep dive on how this works with it. Against an Arc Strider, without Vorpal weapon you'll deal 10 or 11 damage per pellet, and with Vorpal weapon you'll deal 12 or 13 damage per pellet. This seems like it would be about a 20% boost to damage, but these numbers are very heavily rounded. That's why they appear as multiple numbers, even though it's the same shot. So again, just take that with a grain of salt. Of course, this damage buff isn't enough to one-hit kill a super with just your shotgun, and I think that would be a bit ridiculous, so I'm kind of glad it doesn't. But it does allow you to shotgun melee combo supers, which previously, without this perk, was not possible. However, it's not this cut and dry. It's not always going to be a shoddy melee kill. Using 9 resilience on the mid-high tier super damage resistance levels, that's Arc Strider, Striker, etc., you'll be able to survive a shotgun melee combo from Felwinter's Lie. Unfortunately though, the lower damage resistance tier supers like Dawnblade can't survive this even with 10 resilience. Spectral Blades, while invisible, the highest damage resistance on a super in the game, I'm pretty certain, can survive a shoddy melee combo from this with 6 resilience, which is pretty insane, not gonna lie. So is Felwinter's Lie that much better than all of the other shotguns, Mindbender's Ambition, Astral Horizon? Is it even worth using more than some of the lightweight options we have? And I'm going to say yes, only because again, it gives us something that we've been lacking in the past, and something I'm always trying to emphasize in a lot of my videos, and that is consistency. You can use Felwinter's Lie almost like if you have the mindset of a slug shotgun user that has to aim for the head to get the kill, it's not that cut and dry for you. It's not quite all or nothing like a slug shotgun, but if you use that mindset and try and line up your shotgun's barrel, the end of it with the kneecaps of your target, I found that it would consistently get kills at pretty long range. Usually what is the higher tier potential of the other shotguns on an average basis. So the one-hit kill range really isn't the massive difference with this shotgun, I want to say. It's about the consistency. It's the fact that you can place your crosshairs well over your target and take an extra second or flick to your target well and line up that shot, and you're going to get kills and very infrequently blank like other shotguns would more often. I didn't get to mention this, but for our daily dose of cones here, you can use enhanced shotgun targeting to, I believe, increase the accuracy of your shotgun, even the Felwinter's Lie, to make it even more consistent. And when I did this in testing, I was more frequently hitting the higher potential of range that this shotgun had to offer, which again is pretty incredible. I very much suggest using this with enhanced shotgun targeting. Gotta get the good cones. That being said, my pick for the best combination of perks to be using on this weapon is going to be Quick Draw and Opening Shot. This gives you the best mix of consistency, one-hit kill range, and a skill ceiling to be able to rapidly swap between your weapons and create many scenarios for yourself where you can quickly counter enemy shotgunners, or you can put in damage with your primary, swap to your shotgun and clean up, or vice versa. Slideshot and Opening Shot isn't bad. I guess it has some merit if you'd like, but it's gonna limit your skill ceiling, and I'd really only suggest this if you're using Ophidian Aspect or Dragon's Shadow. It limits the skill ceiling you have available for yourself for a minor benefit. I don't actually really see Vorpal Weapon being very good on this gun. Yeah, you're not going to be able to individually shoddy melee supers, but if they even have one bit of damage in them, you can shoddy meleeing them, and opening shot's actually going to improve your consistency to be able to do that. Not to mention that the right resilience, although it might be uncommon, could make your perk useless, which means it's already a perk that's not going to be seeing a lot of activity for the majority of the match. But on top of that, if that's rendered useless, you're effectively just using one less perk. So I think opening shot, in my opinion, wins pretty much every time. And of course, you can get lightweight shotguns that there's no difference between the two shotgun archetypes. They're both going to be 2-hit kills with Vorpal, except lightweights like the Seraph shotgun are going to do it faster. So if you want to use a Vorpal shotgun, just use one of those, I'd say. Anyways, that's all the information I have for you guys on the Felwinter's Live shotgun. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you liked this video and would like to see more content like this, you can check me out on Twitch. I stream pretty much every day, twitch.tv/Drewskis. As always though, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.